Hi guys, Fog of Gaming here and welcome to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Today we're going to compare the M416 with the Scar L. I will show you the new statistics that came with the latest update, the weapon customization options, the bullet pattern, and I will show you how many bullets it takes to kill. The Scar L is pretty easy to find in Battlegrounds. Most of the time you will be able to pick it up before you make your first kill. The M416 is a different story. It's not so easy to find and most of the time you will have to steal it out of the cold dead hands of your enemy. You just stole his chance of his chicken dinner, so maybe you can steal his M416. But wait a minute, is this swap worth it or not? That is a question that I will try to answer for you today. The Heckler & Koch HK416 aka M416 is an assault rifle that was originally conceived as an improvement based on the Colt M4 carbine. Germans do things properly in Battlegrounds, so let's take a closer look at the stats. The M416 has the lowest power rating of all assault rifles, only 37. This seems bad, but it shares the statistics with the M16A4 and with the Scar L. Only the AKM does better. The M416 has a range rating of 57, which isn't great, but it isn't the worst neither. The M416 used to have the second highest stability rating, but not anymore. It received a buff, and it now has a stability rating of 36 instead of 32. Together with the M16A4, it now has the highest stability rating of all assault rifles. The firing rate is pretty good, here it takes the second place with a rating of 77. The M416 uses the 5.56mm cartridge. This type of ammunition is compatible with the M16A4, the Scar L and the M249 light machine gun. The M16 has a 30 round magazine and like all primary weapons in Battlegrounds it has a standard capacity of 500. It can fire single shots or fully automatic. You can always improve the basic stats if you can find the right attachments. The muzzle mods are a flash hider, a suppressor and a compensator. You can also use an extended magazine, a quick draw magazine or an extended quick draw magazine, which is the best of both worlds. And you can attach 6 different sights. A holographic sight, a red dot sight, the new 2x scope and the usual 4x, 8x and 15x scopes. The M416 can also attach a vertical foregrip or an angled foregrip, and on top of that you can also attach a tactical stock. It's pretty clear that the M416 is one of the most customizable weapons in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Let's meet our second weapon, the Scar L. The FN Scar, or the Special Operations Forces Combat Assault Rifle. It was developed by FN Hextel for the United States Special Operations Command, or SOCOM. In Battlegrounds they call this a modern assault rifle, so let's take a closer look at the stats. The Scar L has a power rating of 37, and that is exactly the same as the power rating of the M416. The stats of the Scar L weren't good when you looked at the range, and to make things worse, they lowered the range rating even more. They reduced it by 1 point, so it now has a rating of 54 instead of 55. So the Scar L loses this round because the M416 has a rating of 57. Unfortunately for the Scar L, the new range rating of 54 is still the lowest effective range rating of all assault rifles in Battlegrounds. The Scar L used to have a stability rating of 31, but not anymore. It received a small buff and it now has a rating of 32. Unfortunately for the Scar, the stability buff for the M416 was higher, because it now has a rating of 36. So the Scar L loses this round again. The Scar L has a firing rate of 71, but that's not good enough to beat the M416 rating of 77. The Scar L also uses the 5.56mm cartridge and it also has a 30 round magazine. It can fire single shots or fully automatic. The muzzle mods are the same as for the M416 with the flash hider, the suppressor and the compensator. The magazines and the sights are also exactly the same and it can also attach a vertical foregrip and an angled foregrip. The only thing that it can't do is attach a tactical stock. You will need 2 headshots to kill. It doesn't matter which kind of helmet your enemy is using. If you happen to run into a guy who has the highest level of body armor, then you will need 4 body shots to kill that guy. The same is valid for a guy who is wearing level 2 body armor. If he is wearing less than that, then you will only need 3 bullets to kill. The bullet pattern of the M416 is pretty good. It goes up in a linear pattern, but then it pulls to the left. The pattern of the Scar L goes straight up, but it's less linear. It jumps up every time after firing a few bullets. You will have the same result in single fire. Just for info, this is uncompensated fully automatic fire or multiple single shots. I just pressed the mouse button, I did not move my mouse to compensate for the recoil. To summarize, the M416 has better stats for range, stability and for firing rate. But the bullet pattern of the Scar L is tighter. The M416 isn't a weapon of highs and lows. It's a pretty stable gun that aims to have a better average than most other guns. Now that you know everything about these two guns, I'm sure that you will be able to select the right gun for your playstyle and for that chicken dinner. While you're here, why not check out one of these videos? By the way guys, the YouTube likes and shares are very helpful to me. If you think that this video is worthy, would you mind taking a moment to like this video and to share it with all your buddies? This was Fog of Gaming, thanks for watching, and I will see you in Battlegrounds.